when I was doing my analysis for my in situ sequencing work and so on. I thought I had made this table that only I knew how to work. And I spoke to George. George said, asked me, do you have these tables? These are the columns. Send me the data. Let me do the base calling for you. He was so busy, but he could envision the data structure, asked me, and basically he said, hey, actually, that looks fine. Even when all this CRISPR stuff was happening in the background and so on. His level of depth, detail, and sort of breadth are amazing. Very few people that I've met can sort of do that. He remembers a lot too, and combined with, I think he has a natural empathy for people. I think he brings people on, promotes. His interview styles are very interesting. Sometimes he brings people, he says, that are very nice but also sort of maybe talented in some way. He's picking for something interesting, but it sort of works itself. So many times people wonder why was I picked, and then it really blends itself in a different way. So that lab had an eclectic collection of very interesting neurodiverse people. There was a bioethicist, which I never sort of heard of, but I could see why that was valuable. There was an artist, a very famous artist, Joe Davis, who I became good friends with and still am, and sort of influenced my thinking to some extent. The bioethicist as well. Then we had several eclectic people, everyone from the whole spectrum of neural diversity, perhaps people who are introverted, extroverted with dyslexia or synesthesia, and so on. So you start respecting the neural diversity. You see it as a strength rather than treating somebody as weird. You're actually looking for that 0.1% that is different. When you're looking for gold, you're sieving through a ton to get a gram of gold. Most people focus on the ton of dirt and they miss that gram of gold. But I think here it was focusing on the gram of gold and trying to sort of put all of this together. So I really found myself very much at home in that place, and I felt like it was my this first place where I felt like this was my tribe.